Glad to have you with us from Las Cruces, New Mexico, and Aggie Memorial Stadium, home of the New Mexico State Aggies, and we have a showdown coming up in the land of enchantment. In this one, two teams from Conference USA squaring off in a weekday clash to set the table for the weekend ahead. As we'll see, the Florida Atlantic Owls taking on a team looking for its first win, the New Mexico State Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. New Mexico State will kick it off and we'll be underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Florida Atlantic's offense will go on the attack first. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week, and watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick, the ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day, and I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game, maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Henry. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out.
There he goes. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Florida Atlantic goes to work with a fresh set of downs. He wants to throw it again. Makes the grab. It's Smith. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. So now it's second and long. Quarterback making adjustments. To the air on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Henry. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Owls come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll go to the air. They'll run the screen. He did not make it a stonewall on third down. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
Yeah, and I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a fourth down.
He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down. The Aggies offense will get the ball for the first time. Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test for him.
And here's the thing, proving it is one thing, Jesse, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself, make those plays, don't make the big mistakes.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. They send the tight end in motion. They're going to go right back to him on first down. They'll pick up 4, second and 6 coming.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And this is one of the things that makes this defense so tricky is they've got incredible speed at the inside linebacker position. Not only can they go sideline to sideline, run east-west, but they can run downhill on blitzes, and they can get to your quarterback.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down. New Mexico State will be forced to punt. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Quarterback may change this route. They're going to throw it to start the drive. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. That's reeled in. It's Smith. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Awesome job there on 3rd down by the QB, working through his progressions. He wanted to go downfield, but the defense took everything away. So his eyes come down. He finds the drag route underneath, makes a good throw, and his guy does the rest to pick up the first.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Got it in the middle. It's Smith. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Coaches always tell their quarterbacks, you can't go broke taking a profit. You can't always hit posts and bombs deep down the field. If the coverage takes away throws downfield, just take what's underneath and let your receiver advance the football.
They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down. That last completion sets them up on 2nd down. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. We've reached the end of the 1st quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the 2nd. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, the offense is penalized.
False start offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense set for a 1st down play. Motion from the wide receiver. The snap sets up to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Zimmerman. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down. Florida Atlantic going back to work after moving the chains. looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab, and this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. On the snap, it's Terrell. Defense was not fooled for a second, and it'll bring up fourth down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. Will not get there. A fourth down stop. The Aggies backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on first down. The give to the back. Gives him a little breathing room, picks up 5 and gets it to the 7-yard line. Got 6 on first down, now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Scanning the field, it's Cutler. Quickly complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Yeah, defense has to be careful with this slot receiver running these drag routes. You can't lose him. If he catches it on the other side and turns up the sideline, he can take it to the house.
And the Aggies have a first down.
I think to be a good third down offense, guys, you've got to be able to run the football. You're going to come upon these third and short situations multiple times throughout the course of the year, but you've got to be able to get push up front, and it helps when you have a talent like that to turn around and hand the football off to.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Offense at an empty set. Second down, they'll go to the air. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Man, oh man, that defensive end had a great get-off on that play. Exploded out of his three-point stance. He's able to use the swim move and get to the QB.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And the pressure gets to him again, another sack.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
New Mexico State will be forced to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Wants to adjust the pattern. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty.
On the set. Jackrabbit.
Wide receiver going in motion. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
After the incompletion, it's second down. Wants to go up top. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. You've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He gets inside the 40 to the 39, but he is still well short of that first down marker. It'll be fourth down. Florida Atlantic tries to move the chains on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Working that wide receiver screen. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the first down. Florida Atlantic will go to work with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw again. That's caught. It's Smith. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. First and 10. Now from inside the red zone. Finds his big tight end. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
Going to swing it on second down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. Trying to pick up a first down. They'll move the wide receiver. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Tight end finds a soft spot. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. How valuable is a tight end in the red area, and now they're set up with a first and goal.
I love it. Find the big fella down in the red area. Big target, works the middle of the field, easier throws. Nice job by this offense, keeping it very...
He's trying to get it in. Touchdown, Owls. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Louisville is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Lamar Jackson should never be counted out of any game. It's still a one-score game. They're trailing by 8 to Bowling Green. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Good timing on the quick out. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Back to pass, it's Cutler. under fire. Chucked it away just as he was hit.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect their quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect their quarterback a little bit better.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. Another incompletion on 3rd down. New Mexico State will be forced to punt. He'll try to really get into this one. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. First play of the drive comes from the 41. Tight end now in motion. To the air on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Henry. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Florida Atlantic gets to the line quickly. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Second down, he'll throw it. That's caught. It's Henry. And they pick up just a few on that completion. That's going to wrap up the first half here. Now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like it's been a terrific scene there today in Las Cruces. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Aggie Memorial Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. And the Owls will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Rushes on him. He's got it. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. First down, 10 yards to go. They'll go to the ground. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to man it in. And now it's just going to be a passing game.
Well, it's a nice job, too, the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Takes the handoff. It's Callaway. Gets it past the marker. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down. The Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. To the ground. He's got it again. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Rides the back on the option to give. On the move is the 30. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. And the Aggies kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Off play action on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Harris. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7. The Aggies started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, New Mexico State. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just...
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. And after that strong play on first down, they're right on the... And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Aggies! That was an absolute sledgehammer of a drive, just taking the air out of the ball.
And it's hard when you run that many plays not to make a mistake and throw an interception or get penalties and put you in a bad spot. But the offense just strung play after play after play together and got in the end zone.
And the extra point splits the uprights. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Henry. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. That's exactly what they told us they wanted to limit. Yards after the catch, and it pays off on this play.
And especially in these situations in 3rd down when you know the ball's going to come out fast, understanding that,
breaks into the open. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Might be calling a hot route. Motion from the wideout. They just keep firing. Got a man. It's Henry. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. The Owls can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Wilson. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. This Florida Atlantic offense is on a roll. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
This has been a tight one. 3rd quarter, all tied up. It's now 2nd and 10. Snagged in the middle. It's Wilson. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He saw it was zone, understood where to go with the football, and that's why this offense had a positive gain right away.
Unloads to the right. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Got a good one going here. All tied up in the 3rd. It's 2nd and 10. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. It's picked off, and they ruined the drive with a turnover. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16. catch in the middle. It's Harris.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
They got him on the ground, but not before he gives New Mexico State a first down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
Might as well give it to him again. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This should be the last play of the quarter. Dropping back, it's Cutler. Finds his man, it's Williams. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. We've reached the end of the third quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the fourth. So we open the final period with a third down play. Out of the shotgun on third down. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job being the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
Punt is in the air. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Got it in the middle. It's Wilson. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They'll line up for a second down play. Looking to fire. Pulls it in. It's Smith. Crosses the 45. Out of bounds at the 47-yard line, and a solid play there. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab. It's Messer. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
Florida Atlantic goes to work with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Here's a heat. What a job to lay out and make the catch. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback making checks. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw on first down. The short hands. It's Messer. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
On the double.
Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. They're looking to pass from the red zone. And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game.
This game right now is hanging in the balance. It's tight. It's close, tied here in the fourth quarter. One play can change everything, and that was a throw that the quarterback wishes he could have.
what to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. They go to the ground. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? Part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Yeah, and that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense, or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
They couldn't connect on second down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. To throw, it's Cutler. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus. Now you got to think they'll really go on the attack. Big play has them set up 1st and 10 from the 48. Quick release on the RPO. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. They need to get a little closer for a field goal try, and they've got to do it in a hurry. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. New Mexico State will be forced to punt. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Caller, now use it against him.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
The offense will have a chance to get the go-ahead score here in the 4th. From his end zone, a lot of room to throw downfield. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
They go to the wide receiver screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
They're not afraid to let one fly from back here. He's got the tight end. How about that effort to get it out across the 20? They'll mark it at the 21. It's a 1st down. Florida Atlantic going back to work after moving the chains. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throwing right. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27. The play fake on 1st down to throw. Gets it out quickly. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. Down to the 16-yard line. It's 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their 1st of the half.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
Here we go.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Can't get him to the ground. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Let's see what they do on third down.
Here we go.
Leaves it with the back. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And now they've taken the lead in the final 2 minutes and set the stage for a great finish. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Might be changing the route. To the air on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, there have been way too many incompletions for this offense in this game. It's a big reason why they're trailing, obviously. They've never been able to get into a rhythm, and at this juncture here on a 2-minute situation in your own end, you got to find ways to start throwing completions somewhere out on the field to get back in this game.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Fires to the big fella. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They'll run play action. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. The New Mexico State offense returns to the field. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive, Reese. Productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage, probably getting blitzed, it's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
To be honest, both of these offense played as if they were waist deep in mud. Plenty of struggles, and they come up just short in this one.
Definitely a defensive struggle here. So the good news for this team is you like what you saw on that side of the football, guys making plays, but the offense has got to